Don't you think that they need the Champions League's money here? I think so. I think they need that. I think that's a good answer, isn't it?
I'll tell you one thing, proud of my Rangers, but the only thing that annoys me about the whole game, if I look at the whole game in a whole, is Rangers didn't start half well, Simon. The first minute we had a wee chance, we Kent cut it back, and then we died. But I'll tell you one thing, Simon, I seen one thing in that game that really made me proud of my Rangers, and I love my Rangers.
That's what we like. We like a hard man.
Yeah,
and I remember guys like Terry Hurlock,
my pal,
Ian Ferguson.
Exactly, we've no got it.
We don't.
James, can I just get your thoughts on those 90 minutes today?
Obviously disappointed to drop the points that we did. It's obviously two games in a row now where, you know, the first 45 minutes we've conceded poor goals and we're chasing the game. You know, we have to start the games better, and obviously we made an impact second half with the substitutes that came on. It's obviously disappointing. Disappointed. I'm extremely disappointed. Obviously, really disappointed with it. Disappointed. Obviously disappointed that. Disappointing. Disappointed. Today's a really disappointing.
Club's built on winning league championships. It is. And you're going to have to get back to that. Times. But it has.
Well, it is the final
Still
game
win the most.
of the season here at Ibrox. And you two, behave yourself.
It's a red card in this day and age when you slow things down and you put the point of contact and again John Lundstrom's foot's planted right against the side of Alistair Johnston's leg. But what I would say is, had VAR been there, nobody's moaning that that's not a red card. It was a yellow card. There's no doubt about it. So I understand why it's a red card when you see it in real time. Yeah, it's fast.
Kenny,
I always say this: football, you need to.
Card, well, come on,
hang fire, James. I've just gave you the reason why I don't think it's a red card.
It's a red card.
It's a yellow card for me. VAR comes in, intervenes, and it's clearly when it slows that down. It's always going to be a red card when it gets called to the Monarch. Had it not been VAR, nobody would have asked for that to be a red card.
That's
Simple.
a red card in the 1970s, Kenny.
Absolutely not, Chris. That is not.
I think you need VAR to see the point of contact. I know you're speaking about slowing it down, but when you see it full pace, he catches him above the ankle. He's out of control.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
He's endangering
He's not. No. Hang fire. He's not out of control.
Of course he is.
No, he's not. He's running fast to go to a ball.
Yep.
You need to run fast. And he's allowed to slide. And he's allowed to run fast.
He's not allowed to put his studs on his above his ankle.
But that's not out of control.
Of course
he's not out of control.
So he meant it then?
What, he meant to kick Alistair Johnson? Absolutely not. He meant to go and win the ball. Alistair Johnson plants his foot. He's not out of control. He is not out of control. Kenny. Listen, this day and age, with VAR, slow down, that is a red card. I get it. But for me, if VAR's not there, nobody's moaning that's not a red card.
The heat's getting to Kenny.
Absolutely not.
Well, folks, welcome back to the podcast. A happy Glasgow Derby preview live video. I said I'd pop on. Said before I popped on, I get all them videos together, taking the mustachio out of them. But big game tomorrow. They're missing Tavernier, they're missing Balogun, they're missing Suter, and they're also missing this guy as well. He's in the hospital at the moment. Look at this guy. Anyone know this guy on the left? So he's not featuring tomorrow. According he's in hospital, so doesn't matter anyway. This is what's most important. 14 points clear, make it 17 tomorrow, and put them out of misery and have them screaming the town out. I'm sure that I feel sorry for the bus stops. You know, I feel sorry for that guy Billy in Brickton. His New Year's party is going to be ruined as well. They'll be coming up in 99 excuses as always. And you're going to see a lot of this as well tomorrow, folks. Just to give you see a lot of this anger. It's a 3 o'clock kickoff, so it gives them time to get the swallies down and get angry. But we're going to talk about the champions. We're going to talk about what Celtic can bring to the game. The Ibrox meltdown is going to happen. It's out of our hands. We can only add a little bit fuel to it, you know. So they're still going on about a penalty that he should have been awarded back in the League Cup final. They're still looking for answers off Brother Beaton. They're still looking for answers off Willie Collum, and it is what it is. I watched the VAR show, and it is. But a very happy New Year to everyone. a very happy New Year. I hope you all had a good New Year's Eve, whatever you're doing. I hugged my knee last night. I was in bed by 1 o'clock. I just wasn't in the mood for it, you know. Sitting in the gaff last night, a couple of stouts, and I was like, you know what, the big one's on Thursday. Let's get down to business and, you know, put a show on and get our first victory of hopefully another historic calendar year. You know, 2 defeats last year, you know, 1 against Hearts in the league and then Borussia Dortmund. But everyone that's tuning in on Facebook, please jump over to YouTube, the exact same name. Come on, the Hoop Celtic. Subscribe to the channel. If you can follow me on Facebook, what's stopping you following me on YouTube? The exact same crack. Do we have fans tomorrow? We don't have fans tomorrow. We don't. But you know what? Once them 11 men get on that pitch, past them lines, and beat the 11 players and maybe the 12 player, the referee, you want to say as well, or the 13 player, the VAR assistant. We'll see what happens. Last time we went there, it was a 3-3 game. That day, I felt extremely disappointed. I feel like Tavernier when I'm saying that. When you say the word disappointed, straight away, Tavernier's in the head. Tavernier won't be there tomorrow. He'll probably be in the stands crying. But 3-3, we should have won that day, to be honest. We were a better team. Obviously, Matt O'Reilly scored and Maeda scored and Ida scored it towards the end of the game, and they celebrated he won the league because he got a draw against us. So Brendan Rodgers going for another managerial. He's won no, how many games has he won actually? Is it 18 games? He's won against them. 2 draws. There we go. Michael Beale, Steven Gerrard, Warburton on his hat, Pedro, Graham Morty. Did anyone see that? Did anyone see that beam last night in the Glasgow sky? Did anyone see that beam going around Glasgow? Did anyone see that beam above Govan last night? The Graham Morty beam, the SOS, the Batman sign. Did anyone see that last night? Because you're gonna see it tonight. You're gonna see it, especially tomorrow. They'll probably put up 2 or 3 beams tomorrow over that sky when they get good by Celtic. So to have a shit crazy night over here in the house. Oh, good stuff. I hope you had a good time over in Florida. Hope you're doing well over there. Glad to see people tuning in from Florida, from America, from Canada, from Glasgow, from Dublin. These are all certainly welcome in. So, look, we're on great form. 2 good victories in the last 2 games, 8 goals. Arnie Ingles was outstanding in the last 2 games. Nicholas Keown banging in more goals as usual. You know, it's just standard procedure now, is it? Does anyone feel nervous about tomorrow, about this game? I feel like it's a weird feeling going into this. Usually there's a little bit of nerves, but I just think because there's a gap there, they're in trouble. We're flying, and I know there's the odd 1 or 2 fans that were like, "Oh, form goes out the window." Nah, come on, let's be realistic. Look at that bleeding table. Come on, look at that table. So let's see. 3 p.m. kickoff. How's it going, Tam Mac? The smoke will be coming out of the ears at the ground. LOL on the sofa, the pyro breaches. Forgot to say Happy New Year. Look at Michael, Happy New Year to you. A very Happy New Year to 42 people that are tuning in on Facebook and on YouTube. A very Happy New Year to one of the best pubs as well in the land, in Ireland, and in Scotland, and all over the world. Peter Brown's, shout out to Aidan and the team there. Really good job. Fantastic memories and Peter Brown's, and I wish the pub and I wish the very best for the new year, and I'm sure they'll have some cracking singers and cracking events on. So if you're ever in Dublin for the derby, I recommend Peter Brown's. It's the spot. You know, there's 2 floors in it. You know, the Guinness is top. If you drink Guinness, that's what I'd recommend for a stew. You know, good folk in there as well. So no gobshites. He doesn't take shy off people, throws them out, chuck them out. You know, we're all a big family. We're all one big institution. No Butland tomorrow, of course. You know, he's probably still grieving over that, over losing that penalty shootout. Probably still grieving. That days in my head, buried him. An absolute crack of a penalty. What about that goal in the League Cup final as well? You know, they were claiming that Balogun, there was a foul on Balogun. A lot of shy. I'm looking forward to just spanking these tomorrow about 4 or 5-0. It could be early, curtains closed by half time. And I was saying to my friend today before I came on the live, I goes, it could be like that 5-1 game in the Invincible season. It was the second game with Ibrox when Sinclair scored the penalty, Griffith scored an absolute pelter, Armstrong scored, Boyata scored. I remember Mikael Lustig, PC Lustig, took it past 5 of the players and put it into the right corner. It's been really good times at Ibrox in recent times, you know. As I said, one defeat. The last time we lost there was back in December 2018. It was the day before my daughter was born. I always remember it because I remember going into that hospital hungover, and the ex-missus was just like, "Oh, let's keep walking. I need to go on this ball. I need to do this." And I'm like, "I'm dying. I am absolutely dying." We were up that day, but we're not like Rangers fans where we cry about it for years upon years. We went on and done a treble. So it's all history. It's all history, you know. It could be another 7-1. Could be sent back to tour. I hope you're well. Good to see you. Folks, if you do want to join the membership scheme on YouTube, it's 99 pence. Some other Celtic channels charge 3 or 4 quid. Now, they do the whole exclusive content. Who cares? It's what I do on my channel. It's the most important thing, you know. Butlins in hospital last night. So they've not. So this is my starting lineup for the game. I'm going to pull it up now. You can agree, disagree. We're all tied to our opinions. You're all certainly welcome to give your opinion as well. That's what the podcast is. I'll look at that message now in a minute, Gary. So this is my starting lineup for tomorrow. Kasper Schmeichel, Carter Vickers, Liam Scales. The reason why I'm going for Liam Scales is because Liam has played at Ibrox a couple of times. Steadied the ship. Some really good moments. Remember, we got a clean sheet there at the start of last season. Liam Scales, his Celtic career was in doubt. Came back from Aberdeen, helped us through an injury crisis. Him and Larga Bielka started that day. Larga Bielka was absolutely brutal that day, but Scales sailed it. So Scalesy in there. Alex Valle. I just think Valle has the pace. He brings something different to Greg Taylor. He's more, how would you say it in his terms? He's better at attacking with the ball. And I just think different energy levels. So I'd start with Valle. I'd like to see in the comments agree or disagree. Some people want Greg Taylor. Now, just remember, folks, Greg Taylor can officially talk to clubs now and sign a pre-contract from today. From today, the transfer window is open. We'll talk about transfer targets like last night. Who anyone that hasn't tuned in, we're going to talk about the other players that have been linked to us. Alistair Johnson, it's a no-brainer. AJ starts. AJ, on this day, was it this day? No, it was tomorrow. Tomorrow, 2 years ago, he would have made his Celtic debut. Signing from Montreal Impact. You know, when this guy came in the door, we were all boasting Josip Ivanovic getting a World Cup bronze medal. We were boasting that Ivanovic might go for 25 to 40 million. And we sold him for not even a third of that portion, but Union Berlin. But AJ came in, started that game, and he was immense. You could see the passion with AJ. Future captain, as I always say. So back to the starting lineup. Callum McGregor. Cal loves a few goals there. Look at this season, he's already got an absolute pelter past Butland. Oh, I forgot Butland's not in goal. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Kelly in goal tomorrow? It doesn't matter who's in goal for them tomorrow. They're getting pumped anyway. Rio Tate. Annie Ingles. I'm going for Ingles. As much as I want Bernardo to play, I'd rather Ingles because he's on fire. He's doing well. And if you want to get that price tag and you want to get a player to turn up at the big occasions, he has to play these games. Simple as. Nicholas Kuhn. Happy birthday to Nicholas Kuhnmeister. Happy birthday to him. 14 goals already this season. I hope he'll be in that Germany squad the next round of internationals. Deli Days in Maeda. Sadly, Celtic's best player is not playing tomorrow. James Tavernier. Quite disappointing, but he's not playing tomorrow. So, Maeda there, and then Quirgo up front. Quirgo loves a goal against them. So, that's my starting lineup. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is that you? Would you go with that? Would you bring Trusty in instead of Scales? Would you bring Taylor in left back? You're not going to change Ralston for. You're not going to put Ralston in for Johnson? No, definitely not. And then would you go Bernardo instead of Atate? Would you bring McCown in? Let me know in the comments. There's 10 comments flowing. I'm going to pin them all up. I'm going to talk about it. As I said, Brendan wants to add another one. This could be Lord Voldemort's last game for them tomorrow. Imagine actually praying for your team to lose to your rivals. I don't even call them rivals because there's no competition. There's no competition. Who's been most dominant? in the last 20 years. Well, they're not around 20 years. They're around 12 years. We nearly 13 years. It'll be 13 years on Valentine's Day. So make sure that you send a card to any Rangers fan on Valentine's Day. You know, happy Administration Day. Let's look. Let's see what the comments are saying. I look at Dr. Koyogo. He looks so happy. So let's see. How's it going, Frank? Hope you're well. Happy New Year. Craig says Taylor starts for me. Scales, CCV. They will have Kelly making a shift in defence. He came from Motherwell, didn't he, Kelly? I'd start Adamida. Look, there's nothing wrong with Adamida starting. Adamida has a bit of physicality. He brought something different when he came on. And look, he scored that iconic goal on the 25th of May. Last year. It's mad to think we're in 25 and I'm saying this year, last year. Well, you might do it again this year. You never know. It'll be on the 24th of May. So we'll see what happens. Valet for me, 100%. Look, we all have full faith in Brendan, regardless what selection he goes for. You never know. You might throw a Matt Diamond and a Luke McKeown in. You never know. So Dan says, well, I think Big Scales is class as well, but the boys and the girls into this mob will be my favourite to score. 2-0 again. The boys and the girls into this mob tomorrow. The boys and the girls? What girls? Are the girls playing against Rangers tomorrow as well? Plus, I know we've got an AG. I know you're saying 2-0, Dan. Of course. KT on the way. We shall see. We're going to talk about KT on the channel again. Just going to replicate what I've talked about last night. Sick of hearing about the KT comeback. Some people don't want KT. Some people want KT. It's not what we want as fans. It's what the manager wants. So you can moan and you can praise. Your opinion doesn't matter to Brendan's ears at the end of the day, unless there's massive protests outside saying, don't sign KT. He's too injury prone. So that's the situation with KT. Look, he's 27 years of age. He's missed an average of 22 games per season. His injury record is not great. But we know what we get with KT. Passion, leadership. When he's fully fit and good to go, unstoppable. I know some people are probably saying right now, watching the podcast on the television or on the tablet or on the phone, but Keith, is he ever fully fit? What's the point in gambling on a player that's not fully fit? You know? Time will tell. Happy New Year, Frank. I like Luke to start. It just depends. Like, I'd be delighted if Luke McKeown started. We have a great midfield there. We have Cal, Rio, Arnie, Paulo, and Luke. Really good guys that we can count on to come in and dig into the trenches and get stuck in. So it doesn't really matter. Like, I won't be angry or annoyed if he either plays any of them, to be honest. You know, Callum's definitely going to start anyway. Good, strong team, Keith. Thank you very much, Edward. Good to see you in. On the plus side, it's, you know me, it's Danny from the Shamrock. I feel lost. If that mob are rivals, someone else needs to tell them. They're not rivals. They're definitely not rivals. Aberdeen are bigger rivals. Aberdeen are around longer. McInnes is standing by the phone. Can they afford to get a new manager? Let's be honest. They gave him a 4 or 5 year deal, as far as I remember. I don't think they'd be able to afford to sack Lord Voldemort, you know, sell them back to Belgium. Like, this is what I'm saying on the channel. Like, they're praying for him to be sacked. Their fans are. Like, what did they benefit from him being sacked? Agent Philly has to stay. He must stay at the big house. You know, the big house must stay open. As the famous words from that man. The big house must stay open. But the big house will be empty tomorrow. Quick enough. Oh, Shamrock Rovers manager. Shamrock Rovers. They've done well. You know, Johnny Kenny's obviously coming back to Celtic. And is there a chance of Johnny Kenny getting into that team? We shall see. You know, he's obviously done well. It is indeed. It is indeed. Me missus got me this. It is. Yep. Look at that bad boy. Come as you are. Look at that. Nice bumblebee scarf as well. Might wear that tomorrow. That's a beast, isn't it? Absolute class. Now, in Dublin terms, beast means good, not the other beast way in Scottish terms. So It's good. Good picture. One of our friends done it for me as well. The cracker is. So, like Luke as a player. The thing about Luke McCown is you can hit a set piece, you can take shots from outside the goal or outside the box. And, well, obviously it's outside the goal anyway. But he's a good player. He's done decent. It's the big house. Rangers will be built at half time. They'll be built even coming out at the start anyway. That's what's good about Celtic. We have a structure in place where we're planning for the future. We're planning. And yes, we want to treble the season. As I said already in the channel, getting into the playoff rounds of the Champions League, it's like a trophy in itself because we're forecast to make around 44 million just alone on these last few these Champions League games so far, not even these two remaining games. We're forecast to make over 44 million into the bank as well. Yeah. So Thomas says, I never count your chickens. I would settle for 2-2. If it is a draw, it won't make any much difference in the title race. There's no title race, folks. You know, I won't be expecting a draw. I'm expecting a victory tomorrow. It might be a hard-earned victory, or it might be an absolute play, which we shall see. Cracking, Keith. I'm glad he's liked the picture. Isn't it a belter? I love Kurt Cobain. Kurt Cobain. He's up there with Henrik. You know, he's a goat. He was God, absolute God. You know, Luke plays with intensity and determination. 100%. I'll go back to the transfer window when Luke McCown was linked. It was the last embers of the game, last embers of that window, and he came in. And people were on this channel saying he's not good enough for Celtic. This is a cheap boy. Typical board. Typical this. Typical that. And I just turned around and I said to you doubters, I'm like, you know what? Just calm down. Don't judge the book by the cover. Let the guy come in and play. And soon as people found that he was a Celtic fan, oh, I changed my opinion on him. Oh, he's going to be great for us. He's going to be a cracking player. Calm down. Just calm down. Let the guys. He's already scored a few decent goals for us. You know, he could be a future captain. You know, because he's only 26. Like, yeah, never got a notification. Well, you're in now. Welcome to the show. We're on 65 people. I'm in top form. I'm drinking some orange tears at the moment. As you see, I have a great Arthur Borage cup as well. Let's show you. Look at that. Look at Arthur. Look at that ring light. Look at Arthur. God bless the Pope, he says. So I was at that game, that 3-2 game back in 2008. It was Scott McDonald scored 2 and Barry Robson right down the middle. Right down. Let's sign Shane Duffy in this window. No thanks. Look at Shane obviously didn't work out well at Celtic, which was going through a difficult time. And who said that? Who's the umpire? Who came out and give me the source? Give me the source. I could turn around and say Tierney as agreed personal deal and let it go viral across me Celtic platforms. But I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to do that for clickbait. I've heard nothing about Kieran Tierney coming back to Celtic just yet. The last bit of any news about Kieran Tierney was 11 days ago when Sky Sports said they're looking for a move for him to come back to Celtic. We all could say he's in Glasgow. We all could say he's in Barbados. We all could say he's on that magic bike at Ibrox. We could say everything, you know. Any news on Jota? No. So around 2 days after the whole Tierney speculation, paper in France, I think it is. I can't pronounce it right. I do apologise for anyone that's judging me grammar and the way I pronounce things. I'm sorry, grammar police. But reports that Rennes want to put him on the transfer list. They bought him for 8 million and they're looking to sell him already. He's only played 9 games the last time we checked. Let me see. Let's have a look at Jota's stats. Would you take Jota back, or is it just a PR stunt for the younger fans? Let me know in the comments. Let's have a look. Jota. So he's played 10 games, 1 assist, 1 goal, 361 minutes of football. Jota has played. Jota won't come back because of the tax thing. Have you turned them on the wedgie, bro? What wedgie? What wedgie? Yeah, in 2 seconds. Just want to click this up now. I look like I'm bored. I look like I'm fed up already, don't I? I'm not. I'm just excited. Let's see. Share screen. Because the champions are going to pump that so-called second place team. In the backyard. So this is Jota stats. 10 games, 1 goal, 1 assist, right? For them, then. We're gonna go by club, right? I'm gonna show you this now. Oh, look at all them trophies. Oh, look at that. 2 league titles, 1 league cup, 2 league cups, or 1 Scottish Cup man. So there's these stats for Celtic. 83 games, 28 goals, 26 assists, sorry, and 4 yellow cards. It's mad to think he actually played senior level for Benfica. It never really felt like it. And then he's played them 10 games for Rennes as well. So the whole situation with Jota, I don't know. Is Butland's stuff true? It is indeed. I have some source behind it. There you go. There he is. There he is in the Royal Infirmary. Dr. Kyogo sorting him out, Mackenzie. There you go. That's it there, bud. That's it there. Oh, what a moment this was, folks. 3 weeks ago. What a moment. One of the best cup finals I've ever watched. The emotions. The absolute emotions. What a helter-skelter. Why not? A loan deal. I wouldn't mind taking Jota back on loan for the season. They're gonna a bit of ammunition. Let's be honest here. Let's put it out there to anyone that doubts Jota. What would you rather? Lewis Palmer or Jota? Lewis Palmer or Jota? Answer that in the comments. You know, he wouldn't get game time. Well, Lewis Palmer's getting some sort of game time at some capacity. Like, we need a bit of ammunition on that left flank. Brendan's came out on record and said that he wants to strengthen in that position. So why not? So the 73 people tuning in, 70 on YouTube. Good to see. If anyone wants to join the membership and be, you know, a member for 99 pence, a can of wine brew, depends where you buy it. Please, if you want it. If you don't, you don't. It's all right. I take no. That's going to cause trouble on the page tonight. Now, St. Mary's Parish and Coatbridge, Jota and Kuhn. Right now, I love Jota. I put a video about Jota today. No, I'm not even going there. I'm not even answering that question because, you know, Jota has so many. It depends where you get it. You see in Glasgow airports, they charge you nearly £1.70 for a can in WH Smith, especially when I'm going back to Dublin. Let's look. Let's get into this, right? Right, so we have 28, 26, 83 games. Let's get the Kuhlmeister out now. I never call him Nicholas Kuhn. I always call him Kuhlmeister, by the way. So let me see. It's 25 today. He's another 4 years left in his Celtic deal. 3.5 million. At the time, I thought we got fleeced for the money we paid for Kuhn because they bought him from Rapid Vienna bought him for 500 grand. It's mad. So I'm gonna pull up his stats for Celtic so far on the channel. I hope he's enjoying the podcast as well. Any transfer news? We were linked with a guy called McEntee from Man City 2 days ago. That was the last kind of rumours that were floating around. The latest on him is Fulham are eyeing a buy deal, a purchase deal. Palace want to get him on loan. West Ham want to buy him, but reportedly the fee they're looking, Man City is around 14 million from. So I can't see us getting him. Lovely place in the Highlands. Is that Frank McGarvey in that picture, is it? Because my thoughts and prayers are with the Celtic fans and with the McGarveys today, because obviously Frank passed away 2 years ago. So we'll always remember Frank. What a guy. What a guy. Had a lot of energy. Good moments in the 80s as well for Celtic fans. He also played for St. Mirren as well. Didn't he play for Liverpool at one point? And didn't work out for him. Nah, we don't even need Roy here tomorrow. Just let them be it. What's the Kuhn versus Jota? Jota left for us. Blah 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 day. But the thing about Jota is you could play on both flanks like Kuhn. Like Kuhn is actually Kieran's left foot, but he plays on the right flank because he likes to come in and hit it off as usual. Yeah, Frank was at Liverpool. Do you know what? I have a Liverpool candy jersey in there. So yeah, the candy one. The missus loves Liverpool. That's all I'm gonna say. Brendan wants a striker too. Hopefully we do get a striker. I don't know if we're gonna go back out for Matisse Kvistergaarden, the Danish. I think he's 6'4". Oh, there's the ambulance. There's the first of many. The first of many. Someone must have been having a podcast and losing a rag at someone else. One of many today and tomorrow. Kyogo or Ida tomorrow. Kyogo for me. There we go. I'll show you right now. Kyogo. Let me see. I'm trying to find this now. Trying to get my head around technology is an absolute joke. As I said already, if you can subscribe to the channel free of charge, it will be appreciated. If you can click that red and white button, give me a comment below, give me a like. It's all free of charge. Get me on that big television once a day. And if you do see me about and you say you like my YouTube channel, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. At the end of the day, I'm just a normal fan like you that loves the club. So this is my starting lineup. Cash Bear, CCV, Liam Scales, Alex Valle, Alistair Johnston, Callum McGregor, Rio Atate, Arnie Ingalls, Nicholas Kilmeister, Dedi Deza Maeda, and Kyogo. As there's been talk of Kyogo going to the MLS last week. There's been no more truth to it. Ronnie Doyle can get the F. Kyogo's not leaving Glasgow. Yes, you could go to Atlanta and, hang out with Jermaine Dupree and Nelly and all them lads and T.I., but no, he'd rather hang out with, the lads, Craig Lang. Let's be honest. Who wants to go and hang out with T.I.? Let's hang around with Jack and Victor. So he's staying in Glasgow. So who's the ref? I do know it's not one of the likes of Robertson or John Beaton or what's his name, Nicky Walsh. Nick Walsh I think he's the VAR official tomorrow. So yeah. I thought there was something in it. No, there's nothing in it. The MLS is some shy. Let's not be disrespectful here to the MLS. We got Alistair Johnson from the MLS. So it's not that bad of a league. Look at it. Look, we've got some product out there. Robertson is the ref, is he? Is it Robertson? I didn't know it was Don Robertson. I would talk to someone else. Let's see. Yeah, Don. Big Don. Big Don. We have history with Don. Obviously, we go back to Hearts last season. Yeah, Big Don. Don is the referee. Look, I don't care who the referee is tomorrow. Once we play our game and we turn up and don't drop a level to suit their style of play, yeah, the wingers are going to be crucial for us. Yeah, getting that first crunch and tackle in be crucial. Look, we'll be fine. We'll be absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, pal, I live in the States and the MLS is miserable. I've been to an MLS game. This was back in 2015 actually. Chicago Fire versus New England Revolution. And I was cringy. I was sitting right beside the so-called ultras and they didn't have a clue. They didn't have an absolute clue. Yeah, it is plastic pitches as well. But we'll see what happens. That was the referee that got against Hearts. Yeah, that was the referee that signed Yang off. Yeah, that was him. Don Robertson. Yeah, that was him. So we'll see what happens. Celtic, rightly huge favourites. We will never underestimate them. Exactly. As much as we're favourites, as much as we think we're going to go in and hammer these 4 or 5-0, you got to have to instill in the back of your mind. I know all the odds is with us. They will want a reaction because they know that the manager's job is on the line. They know. So we'll see what happens. Yet they've been struck with injuries. They don't have Balogun. They don't have John Suter. They don't have Mr. Disappointed Tavernier. All he thinks about is staying up every night. Think of Days and Maeda, roasting them. And then they don't have Jack Butland. So yeah, they do have a couple of injuries, No, definitely not. I don't think Ida is a waste of money. Ida helped us win the title last season. I know we're talking about this season, but He's had to score a couple of goals already. I think he's 9 goals so far this season, Adam Ida. Let me just check. Let's pull up his stats. Good question, Tommy. Let me know in the comments, does anyone agree with Tommy? Is he a waste of money? He's rated 5 million now on transfer market. We bought him for 9 million. 8 goals this season, not 9. So let me see. Let's just pull this up now. Happy New Year, Raymond. Hope you're doing well. 83 people tuning in. I hope we've got new subscribers. Tell us where you're tuning in from. Is it all quick enough to say about the game? Just write location. Write the location. Tell me where you're tuning in from. I know there's people tuning in from America, from Paisley. Just say it in the comments. So this is Adam Ida's stats so far this season. Obviously, he played that one game for Norwich. So he has 8 goals so far this season. Not a bad ratio in considering 940. I think it was an average of 123 minutes. He gets a goal, Adam Ida. So yeah, okay, 1 Champions League goal in there as well. So the money will pay off in time. He's only young. He'll get there. He'll get there. Scotland, Glasgow, Finglas. Up to Finglas. My dad's from Finglas. I went to school in Finglas. Went to school in Finglas East. Up to Finglas. I was actually, of all places I was in the Shamrock last week on Stevens' Day. I went to the Clonsilla Inn in Blanche, and then we got the bus back to the Shamrock, and it was packed. And me and the missus and my best mate ended up going into that place, the Shilling, of all places. Paid 18 quid for a double Jack Daniels and Coke. Absolute robbery. Castle Milk, Jerry Cinnamon's gaff. Am I correct? Dala. McCown deserves more chance. He might start tomorrow. New Coon contact. What do you mean, contract or contact? Someone's contacted about. Well, yeah. How's it going up in Bucky? Is that Bucky in the Highlands? Is that Bucky up there? Is it? I've never been to Highlands. Gorbles. How's it going in the Gorbles? Hope you're well. Brazenhead. Great pub. Had so many good times there. My best mate's from the Gorbles. So, yeah. Oh, quite well. Is it not snowing in the Highlands? It's reported meant to be snowing. Doesn't matter. The champions are going to win tomorrow anyway down in Glasgow. Have you been out to see Ballymun Kickham's lately? No, I don't really watch much club ga. I went to school with James McCarthy. James McCarthy was in my year. But no, I don't really watch much club ga. Dumfries. Tuning in from Rutter Glen, Coatbridge. Good to see all these Scottish contingents in with Irish blood in them. Good to see us all in, folks. I hope you all had a good New Year. Hope you didn't drink too much Buckfast, had too much haggis, didn't watch Still Game. You know what I done last night? I had this house coat on last night. Like an old man I am. Sitting there, watching Still Game. What else did I watch? I watched the Hogmanay stuff. And then decided, you know what? I'm going to bed. I need to keep my energy. I have a podcast to do today. 7 million, yeah. Now, there's reports of Berda Bay's meant to be going to international in Brazil for 7 million. 7 million? Let him go. Put the 7 million into Tierney. Get that fee. I don't like haggis. I honestly don't like. I think it's disgusting, folks. No disrespect to the Scottish folk that are watching. Not a fan of it. Not into it. I've had it twice in my life, and I think it's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Yeah, if anyone wants to make me trifle on the podcast, you're more welcome to send over my way. Happy New Year. Wife from Rutch Hill. Where the hell's Rutch Hill? Thoughts on Ingles? Good question. High price tagging him. 11 million. He's done well in recent games. I always say this on the channel. I know he's been signed since transfer deadline day, but give him a full season to sell. Give him a full season to sell, right? I think he will get there. He's already scored a couple of goals in the Champions League. I know there have been penalties and stuff like that, but it doesn't matter. Goal's a goal, goes in the back of the net. And get it down, you laddie. So, but Ingles, I think it's hard to say, can he replace Matt O'Reilly? Matt was a different class, but he's working under a fantastic manager, so he should get there. But just time will tell. I like him. I do like him. I rate him out 10 so far in his Celtic career. I'll probably give him about a 6. to be honest. Out 10 so far. I don't know if he's agreed. I think there's a lot of improvement there. The only way he's going to get better is giving them more minutes, scoring more goals, providing assists, just getting used to his teammates, getting used to the culture, getting used to the training methods. We all, as fans, we all think about what happens on the pitch. As I always say in the channel, it's what happens off the pitch as well, which is important. Family, dinner ladies, groundsmen, sports science. As Rangers are big fans of sports science, as we all know. You know, that culture is massive, massive. You need all them to fall in place for it to work. You know, board. We're in a fantastic place in every way, in every single way. 100 people are tuning in. Any more news on Martís Christophergarden, the guy from Bromby? Nothing at all. I'm sure there will be dicing around. I'm sure the Daily Record or the Sun or the Athletic or GBR or who else is it? Football Insider. I'm sure these guys will be darting around with. The only people I trust, to be honest with you, when it comes to transfer talk, is Anthony Joseph of Sky Sports. Good lad. He's a Tim as well. And Stephen McGowan of the Daily Mail. They're two decent sources. Or if it's a big profile mail, Fabrizio Romero as well. But yeah, KT bench. Are Arsenal playing today? Matt was class. Matt was class. Matt was a different level. You know, we've got Matt from Little to Nothing from MK Dons, and I wish him the very best. You know, good. We all knew he was going to leave. We all knew he was going to go to Brighton eventually. Or, you know, I think Brighton are in a fantastic place. Good club, good manager, young manager, and I have a couple of pals that are Brighton fans, and they reach out to me on a regular basis, and they give me the suss of what's going on down there and all. But we never know. We might get a Brighton fan on it. Their sports science department is the guy with the magic spoon and the bottles of Lavy water. Probably is. Brentford, good club. Thomas Frank, cracking manager. You know, out in home with no option to buy. That's correct. So the last report about out in home, which was from the Scottish Sun, they were saying that MLS side LAFC. What Galaxy? No, it's LAFC. They want them. So we'll see what happens. Let him go on loan for the year. I completely agree with you, Paul. I'd rather see him go on loan in Scotland and get used to the climate here and start playing. He's only played 16 games for us, scored 1 goal so far. And look at, as I said this on the channel last night, regards to Odin Home, I don't know if he was an Ange project signing or was it just Brendan went with the scouting system. I know the scouting system has been sacked since Mark Lowell and the other guy, but look, we have a new guy in the job, Paul Tisdale. Haven't seen much about him. He hasn't been really vocal. I know I've watched a couple of podcasts of Paul Tisdale being a manager over 1,000 games of football and all this malarkey. We'll see what happens. Look, someone's asked me in the already. David, how are you getting on? I hope you're doing well. Good picture of Freddie Mercury there. Another one, Boys That Dust Me. We'll all be singing tomorrow. We might be singing We Are the Champions as well at this rate. Let's not get complacent. Let's just have the banter. Regards to Jota, I'd love to take him back. I'll take Tierney and Jota back. Tierney and Jota. Ammunition on the wing. We have the money there. I know people might say, oh, Keith, you're living in the past. You want the old boys club back. You want this, you want that. You want to just live in the dream and all. Nah, I just think they'll do it. Jota has a point to make. He's made an absolute shambles of his career since he left Celtic. He went to El Etihad. I think he played 25 games, handful of goals. Hasn't worked out for him. Yeah, he got to play with a Ballon d'Or winner, Benzema, and got to play with, Kante himself, cracking player Kante. But John McGinn for Celtic, Atate for 15 million. I don't know how much we'd actually get for Rio Atate. I'm probably pushing about 12 million for Rio Atate, to be honest. You probably think different, Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Kelly Miller will be fuming. When is he not fuming? Let's put on a video of Kenny Miller fuming. Let's put on the Kenny Miller video. It's always comedy gold. That's a good one, isn't it? I love this. Imagine we wore this, baby. It'd be a cracker. Celtic Either Celtic or Rangers are never going to wear the away kits. There's the only one King Billy there is. There's Greg. There's Luke back in the day drinking some Buckfast, some bookie under the table. There is. Are they both from Greenock, aren't they? Both from Greenock. Or one's from Gurrick. There's Luke McCown there. This is an old picture. This is where we got all the signings in. Look at. So who has been the best signing out of these so far, folks? Who has been the best signing? Let me know in the comments. If you want to rate the podcast out of 10, give me a 1 out of 10 if you want. If it's absolutely dirt, or if it's a 10 out of 10, or it's an 8 out of 10 for Bruni, let me know in the comments as well. And look at this signing. There I am. Look at me. Look at that. Look at that Ballymun belly. Look at that. And look at the ground. See that design on the ground? That's on the neck of her shirt. That's where they got the design. Yeah. People always ask me about this picture and say, Keith, why are you wearing navy runners? Because I work in a company where I have to wear navy runners, and they're Skechers and they're comfortable. I'm not going to wear green Skechers in when I'm wearing navy clothes, am I? So who's the best? Look at that comfortable I don't care. There's nothing worse when you see a Celtic fan wearing a blue jacket, the Paradise. That's a different level now, because they go by the brand. Big Casper. I think Casper as well. Trusty's been decent. McCown's been decent. Alex Valley's been good. Adamida hasn't hit the heights just yet in his permanent deal. Arnie Ingles is getting there. Paulo's getting there. Sinsal. What's happened with that guy? That guy's just sitting on the bench, making a few quid. Easy as it is. He's doing what Jersey Dudek doing at Real Madrid. Make a few quid. So he says Casper has been our best signing. Hi Keith, I'm a Scales fan, but why does not BR not play with two up front? It's just his style of football. George, I know sometimes he has changed it to two up front, but I think he's just happy doing the having the wingers there, having the three midfield, Can they sing along at Castle Imagine. That's how to start an argument. Keith is Casper is exactly the keeper we hope for to stay for another season, hopefully. So James says Engels. Nice jersey, by the way, James. The Scott Brown jersey. Cracker of a jersey. The Bruni. So I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna put me mush back on the screen, folks. Put me mush back on the screen. Nah, it's brutal like that, is it? Will I keep that? Will I keep this like this? Is this the Graham Morty circle? Is Graham Morty's face gonna be in this circle tomorrow night? Is this going to be the Graham Morty one? over the Govan skies. So yeah. That's a crack of a picture. Look at this. Look at that. How beautiful is that picture, folks? What a day. Let's test some Celtic fans' intelligence. Where did Henrik Larsson win the European Cup with Barcelona? And what year? I know this inside out. I remember watching him. I actually remember Arsenal scoring. They took the lead and then Sol Campbell got sent off. I remember going off to the Chinese and getting a curry bag. So what a curry bag is, it's chips thrown into a bag and a bit of curry sauce over it. So let's see, does anyone remember this? It's a cracker. Oh, he's on the button. Oh yes, you are unbelievable. Now Athens was 2008, I think it was. No, it was 2006 was Paris. So Henry came on and he transformed the game. And if you go back over that interview with Thierry Henry, he said, you could see Ronaldinho, you couldn't see this, you couldn't see that, but you could see Henrik Larsson. Henrik Larsson changed that game. I'm 16. The famous spice bag. I don't like the spice bags. Not into them. No idea. Only follow Celtic, Scotland, and anyone who. The Champions League final. You can't say you don't watch Champions League finals. Unbelievable. I'll get that colour off the screen now. Blue. Good luck. What else do I have here? This is where it all started for Agent Philly. Look at that picture. So Campbell. Yeah. Did he get sent off? Didn't he? Was it him that got sent off? Yeah, he won the European Cup. Yeah, that's it. Good stuff. So it's been interesting. I'm going to stay on for another 10 minutes. I'll try to get back on tomorrow morning for the video as well. I'll be honest with you, Baltimore. I like it. Good one. Good to see. Let me see. And we were talking about Kenny Miller meltdown. We'll put that back on again. As I said, this is my YouTube monthly subscription charge. 99 pence if you want to join the subscription. I'm also on Instagram, come on the Hoop Celtic. I'm on Facebook. If you haven't been on Facebook, we're on 72,000 there. You want to get to 75 by the end of 2025. And I'm on X, come on the Hoop Cell as well. So if you have a question to ask me, do you like chocolate spread on bread? Do you like beans and toast or like peas and toast? Let me know. Easter Stone. Yeah, Welch is going to be going to KV Mechelen in Belgium. I wish Stephen the very best. Just simply in my eyes, he's not good enough to be a regular starter for Celtic. Simple as Kenny's sunbed. I used to be nervous before the Rangers games, not anymore. It's all about how many goals we else tomorrow. That's it. I'm confident that we can win this 4 or 5-0 tomorrow. But at the same time, you got to have that little 10% thought in your head. It could be opposite. It could be the opposite way. You never know. I would hope it's not that way, though. So let's see. Dave Murray recalled. That's correct. Dave Murray was recalled 2 days ago. Dave Murray, obviously, he had them games against Midtjylland and stuff in the European qualifiers under Ange for season. He was playing at Queen's Park on loan. He got recalled from. I wish Dane the very best when he comes back at Celtic, and hopefully he can step a point in. That was just for the quota for the Champions League, to be honest with you. That's the only reason Dane Murray has been recalled. I'm going to be honest, So, yeah. So let's kick this one off. And let's go over the meltdown videos I already have saved on this as well. It's always good to put them on. What about this one here? What's this one?
He's not out. I understand what he's trying to do. He's going to go in and leave one on, Alistair Johnson. I get that because myself and Chris have done that over the years. But he's got it for yourself. He's got it wrong, and he's late and he's high, and he could have done a lot more damage to Alistair Johnson. And it's the correct call, whether we you like it or not. It's a red card.
I get it.
But we've got VAR now. And that is to stamp out these sort of challenges. And when I first saw it, I thought, oh, yeah, that's good. He's left a marker there. But then when you see it again in slow motion, the referee's got no option but to send him off.
And I've said I agree with that, but I still don't like the rule. I don't like VAR. I don't like the way it slows down. If VAR's not there, nobody moans about that being a yellow card. Simple as that.
I think if VAR's not there, you're saying you need VAR to get that correct. Because if it misses it,
listen, we're trying to eradicate all kind of contact now. Because see now, every contact that any tackle's made needs to be a yellow or it needs to be a red.
That was a ridiculous challenge. I mean, John Lundstrom out of control, reckless. That's
do you want me just to say, okay, it's a red card and we'll move on and we can move on? We can actually talk about the game.
Sometimes we can talk about the game. I was wrong and you were wrong.
It was a double red card.
I would love to stick up for you, but I just think.
Listen, boy, I don't need anyone to stick up for me, mate.
I would love to.
I can stick to my opinion.
But no, listen, I get that.
It's rubbish, and it always intervenes, and it's whether it's right or not. To the law of the game, I understand it's a red card.
What about a bit of criticism to John Lundstrom?
Yeah, no, that's what I was about to say. If it's one of your teammates, Kenny, you would have been unhappy. You would have been raging in terms of you've got yourself back in it, get back into half time, make a couple of tactical substitutions. When you go,
I have never seen Piers Morgan being this embarrassed ever in my life. Normally.
Well, Piers Morgan will be embarrassed tomorrow, but Rangers fans will be more embarrassed. One of the best meltdowns on live TV. 100%. It went mad. Absolute madness. I still have the second video there as well. But, yeah.
Don't you think that they need the Champions League's money here? I think so. I think they need that.
I think the board have made a really, really good decision in terms of, the club's job is to protect the support, and if there's not.
Now, folks, this video is from the whole allocation fiasco from the Force Derby where we decided not to give them tickets. So it's a Rangers problem. Listen to this again.
I think the board have made a really, really good decision in terms of, the club's job is to protect the support. And if there's not that guarantee that come the second fixture, then I think it's only logical that you wouldn't reciprocate. So I think Celtic have played their part in what they were asked to do. And again, I go back, nothing of this was Celtic's issue. Nothing. When you go back to when this all started, it's nothing to do with Celtic. Celtic gets dragged into this here as being a Celtic Rangers thing. It's not a Celtic Rangers thing. This is a Rangers thing. So Celtic, when even they're asked to and have this agreement to make the stadium safe and everything else, we plough money into that. We do the works, which started months ago. And that, like I said, on both parties, it hasn't been agreed. So it's not complicated. It hasn't been done. For good faith, whatever way you want to put it, there's still an agreement for both, right? So it's not done. It's not great faith. If we allow Rangers supporters in, then we get to January and our own supporters can't get in. That's not good faith. So I think that the agreement hasn't been upheld. So Celtic rightly have to defend their supporters and their club. And sadly, as I said, the Rangers supporters miss out on this game and Celtic in the return game. But let's hope that after that, we can then find a way to get the supporters in.
Don't you think that they need the Champions League's money here? I think so. I think they need that. I think that's a good answer, isn't it?
Right, folks, just to anyone that's tuned in there the last couple of minutes, I'm going to go 4-0 Celtic, and this is me starting on it once again for the game. We have had a good bit of shits and giggles tonight on the podcast, and I appreciate everyone tuning in. Good laugh. I'll try to get on tomorrow morning for about a half an hour and have a chat with you before it. Just to recap, we're in a phenomenal place. They have no Balogun, they have no John Suited, they have no Butland, they have no Tavernier. I think they're going to be playing the over 55s against us at this rate, to be honest. And it doesn't matter. God, Keith, go mad. They'll need a miracle tomorrow. We'll see what happens. It'll be like Father Ted football at this rate. So let me see. Where is that? Where is me? Trying to find it now. I am. Where is it? Oh, there it is. There. Sorry. So that's me starting on up. Just need to get rid of this comment for the minute. You're never walking on paradise. Casper Schmeichel, Liam Scales, Carter Vickers, Alistair Johnson, Alex Valley, Callum McGregor, Rio Atate, Arnie Ingalls, Nicholas Kuhlmeister, Deadly Days in Maeda, and well, thanks very much, David. So I hope you've enjoyed the podcast tonight. 4-0. I'm going to fancy Callum McGregor getting one, Nicholas Kuhn getting one, and Kyogo double. How does that taste? There'll be more tears put into that cup tomorrow. More tears. You can't even see it. It's all Luke said, I mean. But just to recap as well, this guy is in the RH tonight. So yeah, Dr. Kyogo. And do subscribe to the channel as well. It'd be really appreciated. I'm not saying a Ronnie Vane. I'm not saying it. Oh, let me get the babies down. Get the babies in. I don't sing it in English anyway. Definitely not. Sing it in Australia. But thank you very much for all tuning in tonight. As I said, if you can join the membership, it'd be really appreciated. There's going to be loads of videos out this month. There will be transfer talk videos. There'll be farm videos. There'll be throwback players. And I'll do as much podcast as I can when I get the time. So thank you very much for tuning in. See you all soon. Back tomorrow morning for breakfast chat. Hell.